Hi, everyone. I'm Teacher Kelly Tag, if you don't know me. And I bring to you updates from lots of different companies, mostly Outschool. I'm also working for Road to Success, which just came out with a newsletter, and Budbee. But this isn't about me, it's about you. So let me know if those are companies you'd like to see the newsletter for, because it's not just the companies I work for. I want to bring what you want to hear. Let me know if you're interested in those newsletters. Anyways, let's start with Outschool. Let me know in the chat, or if you watch later, do you teach one-on-one classes? Because Outschool's really doing a huge push for one-on-one classes. They gave out a coupon to some people for $30 off a one-on-one class. And I kind of opened one just knowing that coupon was out there, but they had a really, really good interview in their latest email. And in the more information, they interviewed someone who was doing one-on-one classes for things that typically are not one-on-one classes. And they also had a video interview. So it was really good. It really got me thinking. Let me first start reading all the interview. Hello, Casey. Thanks for being here. I kind of just put it out there just 15 minutes ahead of time that I was going live. So I'm glad that you could come. Casey, do you teach one-on-one classes at Outschool, or if not Outschool, other places? I teach a few independent one-on-one. Actually, I have one right now, one ESL one-on-one student, but I have another one we're trying to coordinate our schedules. One I used to have that's trying to come back. So soon to be two. Specifically at Outschool, and I have some independent ones too. All right, break into the one-on-one market. Educator Paris, I don't know how to say her last name, sorry. I'll just say Paris, shares her advice for growing your teaching business by adding private class. Let me get into that. That was really good. Learn when to list seasonal classes. Okay, I'm going to go, they actually give you a calendar. I'm going to go into that too. And then they have these are classes you can take. How to market Outschool on TikTok. I keep saying I'm going to try TikTok, and I never do. Amp up your profile with video templates and course design for a successful one-on-one class. Again, they're really trying to push the one-on-one. And then all the market insights and things like that. So let's talk about the one-on-one classes first. Hello, drawing lessons for kids with Miss Julie. All right, I like the channel name. No, just opened a one-on-one, no sign up. So what are you teaching as a one-on-one? So let me go into, because the person in this article, she's doing one-on-one classes that are typically not things that you would think of as one-on-one classes. So here we go. So you picture one-on-one classes, you're picturing music or math, language. So this person, there could be meetings on handwriting, organization, and time management, conversation skills, chess, yoga, and interview coaching. So they spoke to one educator based in Australia, her name's Paris, about topics she does for a one-on-one class. So she has photography. So that's not something you would think of as a one-on-one class. She has a one-on-one class on photography. I've got an 8-week camp, a group class, I think she means multi-day, and offer one-on-one. So maybe people want to dive a little deeper into photography. And that gave me an idea, because I have a videography camp, which I just finished. That was my last class today. Although it's a 2-day camp. So the other one's on Friday. So then she also does book clubs, and they had a video where they interviewed her, and I listened to the video so I could summarize it before coming to you guys. And she was saying that let's say Harry Potter, she'll get people booking her in Asia, let's say Korea or China, because they want to talk about the book, but they want to practice their English. So, and she offers them, obviously, Asian-friendly time zone. So that's a spot that maybe wouldn't have gotten a booking with a group class. And then she also does creative writing and drawing as one-on-one class. And she said lately her one-on-one photography and creative writing have been more popular than the group class. Use private classes strategically. She found that one-on-one classes are easy to add to her schedule and can build connections. So when I watched the video, she was saying she really needs a flexible schedule because she works in the arts. So she can put up a class tomorrow or 2 days from now, a one-on-one class. And if it books, it books. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Because you don't want to put up a group class for tomorrow, 2-3 days from now, because then you might get one learner, But if you're getting one learner for a planned one-on-one class, you're obviously charging a one-on-one price and it's worth it. So she uses it to fill in those kinds of gaps. I've got 4 hours tomorrow. Let's open up some one-on-one classes. So she said private classes can fill in a gap, just like I was saying. And then they're a chance to build rapport and give attention to learners. Like she was saying, some of them are shy and don't do well in group classes, prefer a one-on-one. And then one-time private class can be effective for learners to get started in classes on a subject. So the one-on-one class that I do have is ongoing. Maybe I should make a one-on-one one-time class because I've thought of opening a one-time class before, but I'm like, oh, then every week at that time, I have to do it. But this is a great idea. You can have a one-time class and they can just come and see you once. Maybe they just need a little extra help. Finally, individual classes can be more relaxing, not managing a class. You can get to know the student one-on-one. Be ready with lessons, building on deep knowledge of topics she teaches. She did say, learners come to one-on-one photography with a wide range of abilities. And she said this in the video too, some of them have never picked up a camera and some of them know a lot and want to hone their skills. So this is the short version, and then at the end they have a longer version of the video. It's just like a YouTube video, but it's not on YouTube. So in a learner in an ongoing class has an interest in a subject she hasn't created content for, she will develop the materials. That's okay. So that I have to say is the only thing that kind of scares me. I don't want any prep work. I've said I don't want prep work even for my group classes. So if it involves prep work, especially for a one-on-one class where you don't make as much money, I might, no thanks. So here are some ways to increase tutoring enrollments. Send a note to parents after class and share something positive their child is doing. Great idea. Personally, I think it's super time consuming, especially if you have 6 or 7 in a class. Not saying you shouldn't do it, just you got to spend some time. Ask the parent to write a review. The number of parents that review once you ask for one learner isn't phenomenal. I think it would be easier to ask with a one-on-one class because you gave their student attention and really worked with them. I would almost feel more comfortable than trying to ask in a group class. Let parents know if their child wants to continue. There's a lot more to learn, and share relevant classes. At the end of class, mention other classes learners might want to take. So they just come once and then you say, oh, I have these other classes. Offer classes on fun topics. Paris thinks that learners from other places in the world join her book discussions because they can hone their English skills, like I was saying. So that's an idea for me because I have ESL classes that I've tried doing in the morning for Outschool. I could take just a book class and try it at 6 a.m. or one-on-one book class, that is. So that's an idea, or even my video camp, but try it as a one-on-one so they can practice their English. Teach topics you enjoy. You'll be likely talking about them often. So my video camp, that one was easy for me to teach because I do it for a living. One boy came and he had a microphone I wasn't expecting a kid to have, and I named what it was, and he's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I just bought a kit. I'm like, okay, next class or second time of this class. Anyway, my point is, you know all about the subject, you'll be able to talk about it. A lot of kids just want to be listened to and shine when you give them attention. So this is her full interview. I thought it was pretty interesting. I listened to it actually while I was getting ready to come live with you guys. So let's see what you're saying. I was teaching one-on-one for handwriting. That's right, I remember. I think I gave you that kid as a referral too. General drawing student choice. Okay, that's the one-on-one class you have. Well, that's a great idea. Hey, Cindy, I know you're normally working during the time that I go live, but I went live later in the day. I find more people come when I go later. So hopefully I don't freeze up. I had that problem last week, but I restarted my router right before this came on. Hopefully that wouldn't happen. So anyways, I heard about the one-on-one class coupon. So I had a one-on-one class that literally I've never taught, not even once. But the whole reason I opened it was because my friend Danny had told me, like, look, you should just have a one-on-one class, because occasionally people from your group classes might ask for tutoring. And then if you just have the class, then you just have something to give them. Never used it. But then when I heard this was going on, I decided I was going to create one-on-one math tutoring. So now let me say that, like, independently outside of Outschool, I tutor in math. Like I'm working with a girl right now that I tutored her over the summer and helped her to get into extended 6th grade math, which is like a higher math. I have worked in the past with a little boy. I helped him bring up his math grade, and I'm pretty good at math. But I don't teach math classes on Outschool. I don't teach group math classes. So I kind of realized, even though a lot of people need math tutoring, on Outschool, my niche is social studies and government, and I literally have no math classes. And even though I have helped other people, tutored them and helped them, they don't know that. I have no other group math classes. It's actually labeled new class. So aside from my friend Kim, which I actually was going to offer her the class for free, just like I want to get that new label off. And actually I have some Outschool credit. So I was going to pay myself and offer it to her for free. And, she was like, oh, I have no one else I was planning to use the $30 coupon on, so I'll use it on you. So I wasn't even asking her to do that. So anyways, I'm tutoring him. I think it's next week, not this week. I don't know. I'll have to look at the schedule. But anyways, after reading this article, I'm thinking, you know what? I should just take the classes I already have, and those can be one-time classes, and fill in gaps. Like she said, take my video class. If people want to dive more into government, or maybe they're in a public or private school, like brick and mortar school, and they just need help with their government class, I could do that. So I may revamp it. I have it labeled as math right now. You can just take the one-time class and change the label. So I may revamp it. But yeah, that's what I was doing. I think you did send her my way. Yeah, I think I saw her in the discount group. You sound great. Oh, good. Okay. All right. So here's another thing that was in the email. This was great. Do any of you teach seasonal classes? So I have a video camp, so it's not exactly seasonal, but that's the type of thing you want to offer when kids are off school, because public school kids might take it. I've got a few sessions running in September, and they're filling up. So I don't have to just offer it then, but let me show you what they gave you this time around. So they had this downloadable calendar. Isn't this awesome? Okay, so it basically tells you when you should be opening the class. So right now it's September. Let's look at September. We just got done with August. So in September, we should think about opening, if we have any classes for Native American Heritage Month, winter break camps, December and January, and Thanksgiving. So like my video camp, I actually already put a section the week of Thanksgiving. I never go away for Thanksgiving, but I stop my ongoing classes that week just because, well, on Thanksgiving Day, I don't want to teach, and a lot of my students are traveling, so for their sake. So in place of it, especially Monday and Tuesday, I can put up my 2-day camp, which I did, or while kids are off for Christmas. But that appeals to the homeschoolers as well. Like I said, I just finished my last class of the day was that one. And then let's look at August, just because September just started. So Halloween, think about opening Halloween classes, Indigenous People Day, and LGBTQ History Month. And then, so it's not telling you what holidays are in that month. It's telling you what classes you should start opening for. So in September, you should start opening for Thanksgiving week. So that calendar is super cool. I thought so. And did I stop share? Let's see what you guys are saying. Yeah, that looks super helpful. Yes. I like that you look in the month we're in right now and it tells you what you should be opening. And then I wanted to show you the Educator Insights. This is always good too. It shows you like what time of day to be opening classes, and the parent topic requests. I love looking at that, even though I don't plan on like opening any more classes. It's fun and it can help you with keywords. I said that last week, but in case you weren't here, like you might look at it and go, but I already have a class for that. You're like, oh, but I worded it a different way. Let me add that to my title. The parent topic request can help with that too. You're like, oh, the parent searched for this keyword and my class had that keyword. Okay, so here's the insights. So it's updated bi-weekly. So it just was updated. They have different ones. They have like back to school. Here's a bunch of topics. They have arts. Julie, I see that you draw. Oh, wow. They have a lot for art. Filmmaking with basic equipment. I think I have filmmaking as a key. No, I think I have film as a keyword, but I don't have filmmaking in my video class. Now I need to add that. All right, so if you are a creative teacher, look at all this. There's a lot for you. Caricature for beginners. How to crochet stuffed dolls, Cindy. There's one for you. Games and gaming. Bed Wars Roblox. Noobs in combat gameplay. My daughter, I'm trying to get her to start working at Outschool. She doesn't know what classes she'd teach. I'm like, you can do a social club, like Minecraft social club. I think this is where I saw it. I'm like, that would be so easy. Like you already know all about Minecraft. You literally just have them come and show and tell their stuff. And maybe you have a few things planned in case they don't talk. I mean, for like Outschool, you got to be 18 and up. If you like play Minecraft, that'd be super easy. Languages, of course. There's always like, languages are always popular. Georgian language, wow. Like, I don't know if there'd be okay, I don't mean to be discouraging. Just saying, maybe one person, that might be good for one-on-one class, because I'm having my doubts that there'd be like a lot of people wanting to learn that one, but correct me if I'm wrong. Do you want to learn the Georgian language? Okay, life skills, like debate, public speaking. Public speaking is always very popular. Any of my friends who do public speaking like have really good classes. I'll just show these to you. Of course, like advanced algebra and algebra would be on there, right? Those are the things parents can't teach themselves in homeschooling and ask other people to teach. Here's my subject, social studies. Nothing. Travel around the world, geography. I don't know if that parent searched, because there are like 1,000 geography classes, or maybe like I've seen so many. Maybe there was none at the time they wanted. So anyways, you guys get the point. And then there's some other things too up here. The insights, like classes in demand. So you could come to this and look over at these, or like enrollment trends, things like that. Pricing. Let me know if you guys followed Outschool's advice to make your prices higher, or if you took advice to take your classes lower, and if that made a difference. So, so this has like the different topics and then the percentage of people looking by age. So YouTube actually, and photography, actually I've got both of those as keywords for my video class. Okay, so you get the idea. Let me know if those gave you any ideas for classes. Okay, well, I made it through and it looks like my internet was working great. So yes, I will be back next Tuesday, maybe in the morning. Actually, if you guys want to chit chat a little bit, how did your classes go today? I had four hours of classes. So I had classes back to back to back. I kind of want to maybe do Outschool full time. So that gave me a test. And the first two classes went over. Like the second one, I had 4 minutes to get to my next class. And then right after I had the same class, so like I purposely didn't ask as many questions because I wanted to get through it faster. And then they also were quicker about answering, but there was less students in the class as well for the second class. And the first class went way over. The first class was a book club, you guys. A book club, the first time the book club meets, kind of a subject I know a lot about, or I've read adult books that expand on this subject a lot more. So I'm like, oh, they'll ask questions. I'll guide it by what they say they were interested in the book. And I had a few like virtual realities from Nearpod. I had some Hamilton songs, and then they were all quiet. What would you guys do in that situation? They were all quiet. It almost became like a lecture. Book club's supposed to be people talking back and forth. Yeah, so that was kind of hard. Not hard. I mean, they were great students. It could just be because it was the first class and they're getting to know me. And there was 4 students in the class and 3 of them knew each other. Like 2 were siblings and the other one was like their friend. So that was interesting. And then the video class is always fun because it's not so serious and the kids want to be there. They're not there because their parent can't teach this subject and they need you to teach it. Like they literally want to be there. And so this group was really active. So that's what's going on with me. Thank you guys for coming and I will see you next week. Bye. Zaijian, Casey.